Are you lacking intimacy in your life? Does your relationship with yourself, others, or money feel stagnant or stuck? Then what is hiding in the shadows, those hidden agendas that are keeping you from being intimate? Let's uncover what that is by using the energy of this human design transit that started on August 23rd in Gate 59 Sexuality. So my intention for this video is to help you to understand the energy of Gate 59 Sexuality, how it looks and feel in its shadow, as well as provide you with some journal prompts so that you can reflect and journal to do your inner work, your shadow work, and uncover what is hiding in your shadow that is keeping you from having the intimacy that you desire as part of your self-discovery and healing to support your well-being, your health, your joy, and your prosperity. So grab your notebook or your journal and something to write with. Feel free to grab some tea and a candle, and let's get started. Welcome to Dvn Bluprnt, where we help you to awaken the divine design in you. Now, before we get into the shadow of Gate 59 Sexuality, let me take a moment to explain what are shadows and how they are formed. Now, if you're new to this channel, then listening to this part will help set the foundation for the remaining part of the video and future videos as well. If you haven't already, then don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to help to get the message out to others. And if you're not new, then welcome back. And if you haven't already, don't forget to like and share because it helps to get the message out to others. And if you have already listened to this portion of the video and previous videos, then feel free to proceed to the next part of the video. Now, as human beings, our body consists of energy that are made up of thoughts and atoms and so forth. And this energy vibrates up and down. This is what is known as polarity. And polarity is your single unified energetic personality known as your true authentic self, your true energy. Now, when your energy consistently vibrates on a lower scale due to some form of fear, instead of your energy vibrating up and down, it starts to vibrate left and right. And this left and right vibration creates dual energetic personalities, and this is known as duality. Split energetic personalities. This is also where the shadow is created. This is what I call the mask. Now, shadows are formed due to some type of fear, and this fear is associated to a belief that you've accepted, and the acceptance of this belief caused you to compromise yourself and give away your authority to the belief, becoming its victim. Now, this victimization is expressed through your words and in your emotional behaviors. And these behaviors may seem normal to you because you're constantly expressing them throughout your life, and your body feels very comfortable in that emotional state. But these beliefs and behaviors are causing you to either blame others or feel shame in order to keep you in an addictive state of suffering, an addictive state of struggling, and in misery. And it is what is depleting your energy, limiting your self-expression, keeping you stuck, making you feel unmotivated, causing you to make poor decisions, and as a result, you're suffering from their hard consequences. Now, until you have the willpower to recognize the beliefs, their repeated behavioral patterns, the thoughts that are associated to the beliefs that are constantly circling in your mind, you will continue to be their victim. You will continue to compromise your power, and you will continue to wear the mask. Now, when you are in a state of suffering, you may feel like shadows are bad, when in actuality they are not. They're part of your spiritual growth and development. And their purpose is to help you to see different aspects of yourself that you are expressing that are not from a place of love. And they are the areas where you have given your willpower away, where you have compromised and shut down parts of yourself, keeping your vibration low. Now, love is what keeps your vibration high, and it is based on adventure, which can only be experienced when you take the risk and break free from the mind and live from an open heart, where you live in unity with all. Now, to help you see these different aspects, you have to start recognizing what they look like so that you can change the belief, their behaviors, and the thoughts associated with them. Now, this is where the human design transits come in. Human design transits occur every 5 to 6 days, and these transits temporarily highlight specific energetic gates, allowing you to consciously interact with that specific energy and the shadows that they express to help you to do your inner work, your shadow work in a more focused way, by helping you to identify the patterns of these shadows to break those old beliefs that are depleting your energy and that are keeping you stuck, always struggling, and addicted to some form of suffering, so that you can raise your vibration and restore your energy to its true polarity vibration. So when working with the energy of these transits, it is helpful that you know what your human design blueprint is, so that you can focus on healing your unique energetic blueprint. And if you're new to human design, then we offer human design readings to help you to understand your energy so that you can learn how to manage it by making decisions and taking actions that are specifically to you. Now, we are all born with a unique way of using our energy, but society, our parents, our community, and etc. has encouraged us to use our energy the same way as everyone else. And this is where the compromise comes into play. You see, this misuse of energy is what is causing you to lack motivation. It's causing you to procrastinate, to struggle, and feel stuck. Now, aligning yourself back to your energetic blueprint will allow you to call back your depleted energy so that you can be whole and well. So check out the link in the description box to learn how you can book a reading today. Now, let's get into the energy of Gate 59 sexuality. Now, from August 23rd to August 28th, the human design transit will be in the energy of Gate 59 sexuality. Now, during this time is your opportunity to detach yourself and become the observer of how the shadow of this energy is affecting you. Now, the energy of Gate 59 sexuality lives in the sacral center, and the sacral center is known as the sexuality and life force center. This is a center of work, power, and creativity. Your right to feel, the home of your relationships, control, and choices. Now, it's the area that also drives how you bond and commune with others, places, and things. Now, when you're living in the shadow of your sacral area, you will start to feel powerless. You'll feel like you have no control over the things around you. Your creativity becomes stagnant. Your relationship will lack intimacy. The flow of your money becomes sluggish, your boundaries become weakened, and you will start to blame others for the reason why you feel powerless, or you may start to feel guilty for not being in control, creating those major changes of struggle in your life. Now, when living in the shadow of Gate 59 sexuality, you become a victim to your relationships with others, with money, with nature, and so on. This leads you to being dishonest, deceitful, having hidden agendas, displaying behaviors that don't reflect who you are. So it's time to detach, and here are your first set of journal prompts that you can reflect and journal on. 1. What is it about yourself that you are hiding from others, being dishonest, and why, and how does it make you feel? 2. What is the belief that is associated to it? 3. How has this belief affected your relationship with yourself, with others, with your creativity, and with your money? 4. Who gave you the belief? And last, 5. What would you change the belief to in order to allow yourself to remove the hidden agendas? So take the time to reflect on these questions and feel free to let us know in the comments what's coming up for you. Now let's continue. Now, the shadow energy of Gate 59 sexuality usually shows up in men and women differently, but sometimes they can display both shadow energies depending on the type of relationship dynamic they are in. Now, for men, it makes them feel trapped, and this trapped feeling causes them to be dishonest in their relationship and how they feel. Now, in order for them to get out of this trapped feeling, they tend to find ways of escaping, and that can be through women, through drugs, alcohol, work, food, anything that can be used as a way to escape. Now, for women, this shadow energy makes them want to grab and to hold on to the relationship, having this strong, unhealthy desire to be needed, to be protected and provided for by using manipulation as their dishonesty tactic. This can be through creating unnecessary arguments, keeping tabs, or monitoring their every movement to keep control. So now it's time again to detach, and here are the second set of journal prompts that you can reflect and journal on. 1. What are you trying to escape from in your relationship and why? 2. What is the belief that caused you to feel trapped in your relationship? 3, what are you trying to hold on to in your relationship and why? 4, what is the belief that caused you to feel like you have to hold on in your relationship? Now take the time to reflect on these questions and feel free to let us know in the comments what is coming up for you. Now let's continue. Now this Gate 59 sexuality shadow has 2 emotional behavior patterns. One is a freeze or fawn pattern and the other one is a fight or flight pattern. Now the freeze or fawn pattern causes you to exclude yourself from others. This is the trap escape behavior, blaming others for how and what you are feeling due to the loss of control. And the fight or flight pattern causes you to push yourself onto others. This is the grab and hold on to, trying to dominate them in order to take control. Now, both of these shadow energies are ways you would cope with feeling rejected. The freeze or fawn is rooted in blame, and the fight or flight is rooted in anger. So it's time again to detach. And here is your third set of journal prompts that you can reflect and journal on. 1. Which emotional behavioral pattern do you tend to express more, the freeze or fawn or the fight or flight, and why? 2. Who are you blaming and why? 3. Who are you angry at and why? Now take time to reflect on these questions and feel free to let us know in the comments what is coming up for you. Now let's continue. The key to getting to intimacy is about knowing what your choices are so that you can make a decision. But you have to be willing to acknowledge your shadows. You have to be willing to be honest with yourself and accept that deep down you are desiring to connect, to bond with another, but you're too afraid of being rejected and feeling out of control. Now, intimacy is about releasing control, letting go of the rejection, freeing yourself from the judgment to allow yourself to merge into oneness, to create something new, to create a new energy, to create a new path. But it starts with choosing to take the leap. Now, until you choose to release and let go of the beliefs that are holding you captured, you'll continue to stay conflicted. You'll constantly struggle with your relationships and in your relationships and stay a victim to relationships. So it's time again to detach. And here's the last set of journal prompts that you can reflect and journal on. 1. What are the choices that will allow you to accept and trust that you will create intimacy that feels safe and free of judgment? 2. How will you decide what choices is best for your path? 3. What new beliefs will you have to put in place that aligns to you and your decision? 4. What internal beliefs will you have to put in place to ensure that your new beliefs don't restrict you and causes you to revert back to living in your shadow? Now take the time and reflect on these questions and feel free to let us know in the comments what is coming up for you. Now let's move into the importance of setting boundaries. Now setting boundaries are important because they help you to stay accountable for how you love, how you value and honor yourself. They determine the level of trust that you have within yourself. And as a result, you are mindful of how you give away your personal, your mental, and your emotional power so that you don't deplete your energy, and they help you to stay connected with your spiritual support team. Now, your boundaries should be helping you with making decisions and taking actions so that you are not compromising who you are and how you will no longer allow yourself to wear the mask and live in your shadow state. Now, your boundaries job is to allow you to stay in a single polarity, and therefore you are expressing your true self. You are in complete control of who you are by being fully grounded to receive the inspiration, then allowing yourself to transform that inspiration into your creative expression, to then having the willpower to overcome rejection, to take that creative expression to confidently be seen and heard. So remember to always take time to think about what boundaries do you currently have in place and whether those boundaries are allowing you to stay connected and expressing your true self. Now, I have an exclusive 9-week mentorship program in an online university that will help you on your self-discovery and healing journey. Now, this mentorship program is limited to a small group of people who are interested in learning how to get out of constantly living in their shadows and are ready to take back control of their lives. And during this mentorship program, we focus on building and strengthening your internal boundaries. And the goal is to help you to learn how to drop the struggle, the addiction to some form of suffering, the procrastination, the lack of motivation, those things that are depleting your energy due to you compromising to agree to put on the mask and live in your shadow. Now, these shadows came about because of your beliefs that were created out of some form of fear, and you're constantly expressing those beliefs unconsciously, and as a result, you're experiencing their hard consequences. Now, these beliefs and behaviors have moved you further away from your soul's mission, vision, and values, which are all required when making decisions and taking actions. So, to learn more about this exclusive mini mentorship program and to grab your seat before they're all taken up, then click the A Time for You link in the description box. We look forward to seeing you in our next program. And if you haven't already booked your human design reading, then click the link in the description box to get your reading today. Now, the last thing I would like to mention before ending this video is that while you are processing your emotions during this transit, it is important to create some form of grounding practice to help you to stay connected, to help you to stay grounded, rooted, balanced, and calm during this energy. Now, this transit, this energy is available for all of us to use if we choose to or not. And if you decide to use it as part of your inner work, your shadow work for self-discovery, and your healing journey as part of helping to activate higher levels of your DNA so that you can make yourself whole and well, then make sure you're following your human design strategy and authority. So during this time, release the stagnation in your relationship by being honest and intimate in this Gate 59 Sexuality transit. And don't forget to like so that others can see and share, so that others can learn and heal. Subscribe and hit that notification button so that you're notified when a new video has been posted. And feel free to leave us a comment to let us know what Gate 59 is revealing to you.